The stream is up. It should be.
I don't see it up on my end.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my end too.
Now we are.
Did something break?
Yeah, now we are. Looks good.
Okay. Anybody left? You know, it never fails when it comes to Twitch. Right when we're done, that's when people just start showing up, and it grates my cheese. I think because you have to be online for like super duper long or something, and we're only online for like maybe an hour, 2 hours, and it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we ain't trying to be here forever. So let me just make sure everybody's audio's good. Hey, y'all, how's that going? Appreciate y'all hanging around for the post show podcast. With me is wow, that's all cricket too. With me is the usual panel of guests, which is basically the GM of Turmoil, which is Tiberius Dupree. Say hello.
Hi.
And also I called you the GM, but I guess the Booker. But yeah, Booker of Riot, Tiberius Dupree, the GM of Turmoil. Nate, say hello.
Salutations, everyone.
Yeah, and the Booker for Turmoil, and the commentator also, the number one commentator for the OCW experience, Jake the Steak Allen.
Hi, it's me.
Hi, it's me. Hi. Okay, so as we're going around, I'll be like, changing levels and whatnot to make sure everybody is sounding normal. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Can y'all hear everybody in the chat, y'all? Take a few seconds to reassess that, make sure everybody's chat's working. Did y'all hear all of us? Give it a second of awkward silence while we wait to people to say yes. There you go. See, the Andrew says it worked. Cody Hagan is saying about that. Okay, Drago saying hi. I guess it's fine. All right, so let's begin. First thing,
talking, Jamie.
First things for all you in the
Always
chat.
a problem with you, man.
Of course.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So I guess we're just gonna go in order. Do you want to talk about the video role plays too, or just the matches? What you want to do? What you guys want to do?
Whatever you throw at me.
Bet.
Go
All right,
for
so
it.
let's
keep it
go.
brief.
Let's go. All right, cool. Intro, like the intro. Anybody else? Good. Moving on. First match.
Wow.
Tag Team Championship. DDEAK, Alistair Ross and Christian Garcia versus now known as Puro Country, because I can't say Puresu, Isu and Mark Reese.
I'm just gonna call it Strong Country.
Strong Country is also a good one. Didn't think about that on the fly when I was making the thumbnails. Thoughts about this match? Let's take it over to Kent first. What did you think about this match?
I liked it. It was decent tag action. What's the name? It's because it's not. They're not necessarily. It's two put together teams that aren't, been together for a long amounts of time. Well, what's the Sue and Reese are tag team specialists, but like Rex isn't really. He's not a tag team guy, and they don't seem like they would get along. And to me, the match went the way it should have went. So and. French Summer and all.
French Summer. Nate?
Yeah, I thought the match was like a good opener to start.
Yep.
I was happy to see Asu show up, and then like the way it all ended, I was like, that's very fitting. But it made me laugh. I thought it was hilarious that it ended that way. But I'm interested to see where they go from here with the titles and everything. So
I'm sure it'll be great.
Jake, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, from a storyline perspective, you want to talk about the heel and the babyface. The whole arc of Riot was that Rex turned on Mark Reese, and they were 2 steps ahead. And then you got Mark Reese being 3 steps ahead, bringing out his former tag partner, so he's in his head. Alistair Ross is not in the frame of mind he should have been. And then the chemistry thing Kent already mentioned. You can't write it better. I said it at the end when we were in viewing party. It was a
that was a good story.
Match.
That was a well told story.
There's more, and there's a lot more to build off of as well, because obviously Christian Garcia and Alistair Ross not on the same page there. So, and they already have history, so they can build into something future, whether it's in DDE or not.
My quick thoughts. I just found it. Well, I'm more of the different take on guys. Didn't hate the match. The only thing I found strange was the fact that Rex was the one that decided to be the Mark Reese of the team. Whereas I mentioned before, what made Lucha Country so successful was because you had 2 good handlers, and then you had the heavier guy, aka Mark Reese, just absorbing everything. So even when you got him like red, orange, or double red or whatever, El Parker can come in and just sweep up and whoop everybody's ass. This was the opposite. You had a guy who could take damage, which is Rex, and then you had someone who's untested. I think if I was, on comms, I would have had Garcia go in as much as possible, take as much of the damage, and then be the veteran, be the dude, and try to edge the win that way.
Come in and do cleanup. Yep.
Yeah. So rather than that, I was gonna say edge. Rex being a dumbass, that didn't happen. So the fact that he comes back from quote unquote retirement, he fights his old partner from retirement, and he got pinned by his old partner from retirement. I'm just waiting. Is the bingo card gonna be Rex gonna retire again? I'm waiting.
He did retire though. That was the thing though.
That was
He did
the word.
retire.
That was the
word.
He said I'm retiring, and when he came back, he wasn't Rex. So he retired Rex. He made that very clear in the promo. Yeah,
I know.
So it was a swerve for sure, but yeah, he may retire after what just happened.
That shit is fucking.
Oh man, just the way the OCW Galaxy works, man.
That motherfucker is a pendejo of the highest caliber. Oh my god, I can't with that motherfucker. All right, so moving along, we had the tag match that was supposed to be Telos and Mad Michael Morrison versus Colby McCallum and Thomas Archer. Obviously, that couldn't happen for whatever reasons occurred. So we had a one-on-one match, which included a lot of exposition to the beginning part of the match. I will kick it over to Nate.
Well, for me, like I was sold with just what happened at the beginning of the match, the way they wrote out it, like they got out of it being a tag match for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like having Steve show up, like that was great. It wasn't expected. And that just made me happy. Like I love that kind of stuff, especially as someone who's been here so long. So like I appreciate those things. And then the match itself was all right. There was like a hiccup here, and then like I sighed at the end, like, learn how to switch to your finisher. And
then the FPR,
yeah, that hiccup was kind of, like, it was there, and we'll touch on that, I guess. But overall, like, it was fine. Like, second match of the show, got a surprise, and a match, it was fine.
So I'll kick it over to Jake. Jake, your thoughts?
No, the whole match, including the opening. I try to be as much of a historian about OCW as I can, even though I have not been here nearly as long as Nate. So I knew who it was right out of the gate. As soon as he walked up on him and said TOP for life, I'm like, okay, this is the Steve's moment. The way that Aries Lewis put everything together with just dropping all the Stooges was fucking awesome. Like, it didn't overstay. He didn't need to do a big beat down, or they didn't need to put over how strong the Stooges were with like reversals and stuff. That was pointless. And that's exactly how just to shout out Jamie here, he told me after we recorded, those Stooges, for those who are in OCW, that was a face scan of Brian, El Parca, Adam, B17, and Jamie, those three guys that came out at the beginning. And it was super funny because I didn't notice it at first, and then he told me, and then when we watched it live today, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. So to have them all get just destroyed by the Steve, and a perfect story set up for the match. The match was fucking perfect, like Nate said, up until the very end, the FPR break and everything. It's funny because we actually went to the Red Zone chat because Ian, the guy who plays Talos, is in Red Zone with us, and we were telling him about it. And that actually drew a couple dudes from the Red Zone to the stream, which was pretty cool. So yeah, he's still trying to get back into the flow of things. The match was great other than the finish. Just gotta get FPR down, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Kent, thoughts?
Yeah, I can just pretty much just gonna reiterate the other two guys. Like, you know me and my meaty men matches, I'm really for all that. But like, I was kind of psyched to see Mad Mike, but the fact that I didn't get Mad Mike, but then I got the Stiv, like, that just made my day. Like, he's like one of my favorite, he's one of my favorite guys. Like, oh man, when I seen that, and I wanted him to wrestle. Like, I wanted him to get in the ring with wrestle in his hoodie and everything. But I got what I got. I could take that. I could take a whole bunch of the Steves. I'll take those. And then besides the finish, and I'm not going to put it all, because overall, the whole package overall was just well done, and I liked it. You know what
Agreed.
I mean?
Agreed.
So just sharpen up on the FPR, and that goes for not just, Telos or anyone else that anyone that returns. And if I was to return, I will have to sharpen up on it as well, because you get in those moments, and things happen. You know what I mean? You just got to be a little bit more aware. That's all.
Throw that FPR suggestion if you're coming back. Anyway, quick thoughts.
Can I be a 90 overall?
Yeah, there was three. What was it? Summerfest Summer Adventures. So we're just gonna wrap them all up into three. What are your thoughts on the Summerfest Summer Adventure, Jake?
Incredible. The Hoots always put something phenomenal together for Summerside, and I'm not entirely sure that tomorrow there won't be even more good stuff. But the fact that Dupree shows up and then Spider shows up afterwards and just continues to give us entertaining breaks in between the matches. It was perfect. Good work.
I wish it was an all-in-one show, but such is life. Nate, thoughts?
Just the fact that Spider and Dupree were like matching, that killed me. That just killed me. Something
So
like
good.
that was the most
So good.
trashiest thing trash can do. And anytime Chibi's annoyed, I'm happy. So
Same.
they're great.
Yeah, same.
I was just annoyed the whole time. Oh man.
Why are people sitting on each other's laps? I don't know. That was also
Listen. The Spider put together because you could tell the pictures were trash spiders.
Of course.
So like it's just, but I put together the video, but I didn't want to change certain things, like because it just you have to keep things kind of the same in the trash.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my god, this shit is just. Every time I look at the pictures, I just would start laughing. And he surprised me with the outfit. Like I didn't know he was gonna do it.
That was just.
He was like, yo, just wait till you see my outfit, and I'm like, all right, I'm thinking you're gonna be wearing something ridiculous, and then he's wearing the same thing as me, and then makes fun of me for wearing it. Like I and then steals my hairline, and then I'm like, oh, this is just working with Spider is just it's fun always. And then Mugen, and then the whole tie-in with the P3, it just is like you guys got to read the role play to get it all together, and it just comes together on some crazy shit.
Read the role play and/or the handbook while you're at it.
That's my filler. That's my filler for you guys.
Thank you for the filler. So moving along, what video do we have next? I know there was a video in between.
QC Connect.
Yes, no, that's like page 4. Nate Mack, the interview with. I don't think it's supposed to be the same person, but I'm pretending it is because it makes sense to me. Because if not, he's a fucking lunatic. Didn't hate it. Thought it was a little too long. If it was a little bit short, I had to edit it. That's why the stuff showed up. A lot of stuff was learned in that, so we'll take it to the lore master, Jake.
I thought it was better. I don't know what his intentions were, obviously, but I think it's better if it was the same person. Like he's got this fucking game show host in his mind that is messing with him. I thought it was better. It did go a little bit long, and I think the editing could have had a tweak here or there to make it a little more smooth. But the actual content of it was vintage Iceman. I didn't enjoy it as much as a general Iceman promo, but it was a nice change of pace. It's good stuff.
Theo.
I think it just adds more to the character, but like Jake said, it wasn't the typical Iceman promo, but I don't know. He added content to the show and adds a little bit more to his character. I can't complain about that at all.
Kent.
It was ambitious because it's like something different. Like he kind of went out of his element and tried something. Like it didn't really land as well as it probably. I think he needs an editor. Like he needs somebody that just can like edit him and chop up all his good bits. No offense, and make it put it together nicely for him. Because you doing it, you can't really do it all the time. I think he needs someone to like edit his stuff, and I think it'll be plush because his character work and like his character development is really, really strong. He just needs like a filter and an editor to like make everything piece it together for him to make it like perfect. I think that's what would make him just take him to that next level as a character, like promo wise.
I like the fact that he's continuing shit with Asher in addition to having to deal with the horse. So that's again, like you said, ambitious rather.
That's a good point.
Okay, moving right along. I'm actually checking the order of the videos I have. I think I stopped uploading on YouTube, which is also amazing. The next one we have, it's gonna be Tucker and Max. So I'll give my thoughts real quick. This set the pace for the show, honestly. I love the fact how aggressive Max was, and Tucker's slowly going back into "Let's go, Tucker," which was awesome sauces. Other than that, I think it told a good story. It didn't overstay its welcome, and it was pretty high impact. Other than the stupid FPR thing that took Jake out completely, and I was just like, I'll cheese and crackers. So I'll take it to Nate. What did you think?
Well, I appreciated like the build up to the actual match with the videos and the whole bust and everything that went into getting us here. To this point, I think they did a good job on everything, and then the match itself, like outside of like the hiccup, like it was fine. It was a good like continuation of the show, outside of the little mistake.
Jake,
I liked it.
Oh, sorry. You done?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. Jake, I know
Yeah,
you've been chomping at the bit. Go ahead.
No, not really. I mean, I don't know that it set the pace. I think setting the pace was from the very jump. Like, you booked it in a perfect way. To start with the cool special entrance from the rookie Garcia was fine, and the matches have been okay up to this point. This had the same problem that Talos and Colby had, and I say problem, like, take that with a grain of salt, because it was a great match up until the big, game-changing FPR break where he crappled him at the end. That's kind of internal stuff, but from a viewer perspective, you're not really going to notice that a whole lot. Max ended up getting the win anyway, so it was fine, and then Josh explained himself afterwards. The build was phenomenal, and in terms of... It's so funny that the Colby Talos match and the Max Tucker match both had like an FPR break near the end, because they both had probably two of my top favorite builds coming up to the show, and they delivered. So it was very fun.
We talked about the video already, the da-da-da-da. So I guess the next one is the goddamn safety first. Jesus Christ, Kent, what did you think?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here,
Oh my
I got you,
my
Ken.
God. For how,
You
for how
gonna
was,
just loop back there?
for freaking, for how having like no real build, like a things happen, real life kind of interfered with everything that was going on with this match. Like the background, but that, let's not get into that. It's oh my god, just everything. But I expect everything I expected and more. Put it that way. It was literally everything I wanted it to be, and then more. Because I was like, oh, this is going to be good. You got Court, and like I don't know when the last time I seen a Court match that was bad, besides him getting squashed or a squash match or some shit like that. But like, and then Mugen, you get Mugen, he's just fun no matter what. So I just, those two, I thought they were going to the way they would clash, that it would just work, and it just, oh my gosh, there's so much. And then it ended with a crescendo, like just ended just great. On top of that, and I'm like, yep, that might have been. I can't even. If it wasn't so wild and crazy, it will give him like, it's not my typical what I would call match of the night, kind of like, because I like a typical wrestling match. I'm not a wacky hardcore Battlegate kind of match, but that was so much fucking fun.
Theo, what'd you think?
Yeah, like I appreciated the attires from both competitors that added to it for me, and then I have experience working with both guys, and I know, like, I knew the match was gonna be good. Like, it's a great example of what like people like can do when you have like a crappy situation and you turn lemons into lemonade, and that's what we got with this match. And then for me, like, everything was like, it was hilarious and awesome, and then the finish for me, I was like, that popped me because I wasn't expecting it to end like that. That was awesome.
Jake.
Yeah, it turned into a crappy situation. Obviously, the initial build was Dane Xavier and Justin Jest, and it turned into this match. And for both of them, not just Mugen or not just Corp, to realize that there's no way we have enough time to turn this into a real deal build like the rest of the matches have. So let's just fucking give them a show. And they absolutely did that. Like, there was finishers that were happening, like the Corplex off the ladder, and then the end, which gave Savage Lads 2018 Harvey some flashbacks. It was also perfectly placed in the middle of the show, and it was just stupid fun. Like, it didn't have to be anything more than that, and it wasn't.
Yeah, man. I fucking, once the New Jack music played, I was I was done. That we had to actually kind of take a mini break when we called that match of commentary, because we were just like exhausted from all of the laughing and giggling and stupidity. If you noticed, I haven't been super aggressive today because I'm actually okay with the show. I got nothing really nitpicky to bitch about. I mean, I do, but I'm not drunk enough to press it. My only complaint on this match was, yeah, seriously, my only complaint on this match is that I think Court had a finisher for too long and didn't push that, knowing that Mugen would have a result for being a legend. He should have at least tried earlier to get it out the way. But Court, has these glimpses of brilliance and then glimpses of being a dummy. And the whole thing about, wait, I thought it was just, it was like it plays instead of him not knowing shit. So that also made me laugh. Yeah, good goddamn match. Good in the middle. Enjoyable. Everyone was pretty much enjoyed it. It was about 20 minutes, but it didn't feel like 20 minutes. So that's a bonus. And then that took us straight away to, I almost forgot too. We had a role play by Hunter McIntyre. All I can really add to it is that they're renewing the feud from Resolution, I guess, or prior to Resolution. So
it was like the show right after Lucian they fought.
Yeah, so I guess we'll wait to see on that. Does anybody have any thoughts on that one, or?
No, I mean, this is the third time he's picked up a story and then just vanished, so don't do that again. Other than that, I guess fine, good work.
Well then, you can get someone else's anyway. So
no, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you either way. So
I know. So was the QC Connect before or after the light heavyweight? I think it was before.
I thought it was after Tucker Max, but I don't know. Whenever
it is, but I'm also slightly confused. So QC Connect asked for commentary, so we gave them commentary, and basically, it's a tag team that has more promos than actual tag teams who've been here, so that's kind of interesting. I hope to see them, whatever. So I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Who are they?
Well, one would be Marissa, and who the fuck knows who the other one is? Honestly,
it's probably Asher, maybe.
I mean, from a handler perspective, it has been revealed. But if you haven't found out how it's been revealed yet, then I will allow the cards to play like they are. Okay. But everything's been cleared and everything's good to go. But it all plays into the story Marissa told. Like the old Quan getting attacked by this mystery dude. It was Quan J. He's the new Claudio Stardom tag team partner, and they will. Spoiler alert. They will be booked in the first Turmoil back.
We can't wait. We can't wait.
No, Kent and I are fucking chomping at the bit.
Interesting. More Gucci and Versace and Louis Vuitton for everybody all over the places. Okay, so that brings us to the light heavyweight championship. Good old Hervey the Ocean Man. And
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
Nice. Hervey.
Every time.
Hervey the Ocean Man and John Carter. I will take it to Kent. What are your thoughts?
He wasn't playing no games, bro. He came out and just was like, mine. See you later. I got another match tomorrow. Bye.
Did he bring it back to 1999?
Like, I'm actually you guys know that I'm a bigger hater than him. Well, yeah,
you're bigger hater than Jay.
Like, this is just. But I'm not surprised. He's in a different like he gets in his modes when he want to be just whooping everybody's ass, and he in that mode. He been in that mode since I want to say he lost the horse. So
Jesus Christ.
He cut off his dreads, and then Baker came back and busted his head open. I don't
well, Jake went to the bathroom. So Theo, what are your thoughts?
He really went to the bathroom?
Probably.
I'm glad he cut the dreads off, first of all.
Nice.
But the match itself, like, I don't know, Doc sent me a message earlier, so I knew he was going to bring it in the match, and he did. And it reminded me of the butt whooping I got that I survived. Like,
did he send you a sad face emoji? Is that what it was?
No, he sent me he's focused on doing, like, his match type thing. Like, he's going in to win. Like,
like when Doc, he put the rookie down, bro.
Yeah, like Mike he's laser focused right now. So
laser focused.
Look out, Baker tomorrow.
Jesus
in for a fight for
Jesus Christ. Is Jake back from the bathroom yet?
I am. First of all, I see you in the Twitch chat, Harvey. There's your and your. There's an apostrophe. It means possession. You fucking idiot. Okay. Anyway, on to the match. In terms of a storyline, like it's vintage OCW because it gives me butterflies as a booker to be able to put something together like that, because that battle royal was last minute. I said it kind of almost in jest, and then Jay was like, oh, do you actually want to do that? I'm like, yeah, absolutely I do. And then we put it together, and both him and Carter took it and ran with it, especially like with all the build in such a short time, with like him attacking him, and like they had that segment at the on the go home show is great. For the match, I think it really exposed John Carter. It's funny because he had the pin against Antonio. He pinned Quartz. He's had a bunch of big wins, but they've all had like bullshit around him. This one had no bullshit, and it exposed him because he got desperate. He started running a lot. He started panicking, and he got beat. So like again, from a kayfabe perspective, you almost can't write it better. And then H2O, obviously one of the best light heavyweight champions in modern history, he's got the belt back, and we're going into night 2. And I don't know if you want to touch on that right now, Jay, but a couple of people were like, why is that for the title? It's Harvey Ocean, first of all. Like, think of how he would react to that situation. He's got the belt now. If Baker called him out on it, of course he would put that title on the line. And of course he is going to put that title on. He's a fucking moron.
I'm going to win the title and defend it in the same show.
Exactly he would, and he's going to do that. So I will see you tomorrow.
I'm not that drunk, Kent, but did I ask you about this match or no?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I'll give
you asked me first.
Yeah, all right, sorry, I'm not even that drunk, but yeah. Regarding the title, no, it's fucking, well, there's two ways to answer this. My traditional way, which is go fuck yourself, but the other way is essentially Harvey's someone whose career has been very what's the word I'm looking for? Harvey's career has been pretty, like, it's not wacky, but he always has a lot of, like, when you look at his accolades or his checklist, he has a lot of stuff that people don't get to do or don't do, period. The longest reigning thing, he has some other, honestly, I can't remember all of them. Jay could probably remember them, but I figured if he does win, then it would be a Harvey thing to not only compete on 2 nights, but to, win the title on one and then defend on the second one. So I don't know, I just thought it'd be another cool Harvey accolade or feat of strength if you're a fucking WoW nerd, because people don't get to do that for obvious reasons. Like, I didn't even want this match only because he was already booked, but I'm not gonna can the whatever match because Ladies Night's already booked, and then the alternative matches didn't feel.
There's a lot of double people.
There's a lot of handlers that are double booked. I prefer a handler being double booked if possible, rather than fucking like what you call it, rather than the same person showing up more than once. So if it's gonna happen that way, then we're gonna make it special, so it's not just some random bullshit horse-fed E-fed bullshit. Whereas, someone shows up, I'm in 2 matches, he don't give a fuck. There's going to be 2 matches.
Well, he won a battle royal to get there. Then they had the match. And so then,
it's happenstance.
It's ridiculous. He just won a battle royal. Like,
it was just, if Harvey wouldn't have won the battle royal, then that wouldn't be a title match. He had to win the battle royal and win today.
He's out of control.
He's a workhorse. I hate the motherfucker, but he is the complete opposite of these weasels who come in the chat and they're like, I was busy. We're all busy. We all got jobs, lives. Harvey,
my God,
you ask him to do anything. Yeah, we don't need to get into that. We'll
I
be
got
here for an hour.
scoliosis, but yeah. So it's like it's basic. That's how I look at it. So I figure it'll be a good moment and it'll also have stakes. And so now that match has stakes. So if Harvey can do it twice, and good for him. If not, I get to laugh at him. So it works either way in my, it works out for me. That's generally what I look for in a match.
And then Baker gets his moment.
If Baker wins, I'm sure there'll be a fucking mini riot, but whatever.
People couldn't.
And he was supposed to be in future investment, by the way. So like he had the opportunity there, and then stuff happened. It's also Baker. So if you've been here 2 weeks and you're like, who is this guy? Like, fuck off, okay? Go do your fucking research and stop acting like you're somebody.
It's hard to do research. It's checking the source material.
B2O's not that old, so it is easy to do research on that.
It's really not. That's why it's like they're all YouTube there. Like you can just go back.
Last 5 years are around, you can get a lot of shit.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Like when you do the whatever thing, I'm like, oh shit, I don't even remember that, but good, I'll take your word for it. So shout out to that. So yeah, so fucking Harvey won, and I hope Harvey loses tomorrow, but who the fuck knows? Stupid Harvey.
What we got?
So the next on the docket is fucking the studio session.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
my God.
man. Oh,
man.
I'm
dude.
so happy.
segment of the
Dude,
night.
I'm
Segment of the night.
Dude.
Fuck it.
Dude.
Flip of a coin. Ken, go ahead. Go first, Ken.
Speechless. Segment of the night. Segment of the fucking summer. Fuck that. That shit was fucking amazano. That was just. I don't even know what else to say. Is that just fucking impressive? Talking about ambitious. Just new. Like fucking ceases to amaze me. This roster fucking ceases to amaze me.
Yeah.
Just really.
It's fucking.
When it comes to their creativity, some of their creativity.
Yeah. I mean, I have notes, but I'll save my notes. Theo, thoughts?
Oh, I loved it. It was top notch. I was just enjoying the moment watching it. It was really creative, and I like how he did it.
So
Do more.
do more. Oh God, that's how we get people like Empress like, all right, I gotta retire now. But burn the candle at both ends, fucking being dope for 2 years. Time to fuck off. Jake, what did you think?
Yeah, so I mean, because I edit a lot for OCW, when I was watching it initially, my brain immediately went into editor mode, and I'm seeing all of the moving pieces that are happening, and I was appreciating it more because of that, because I know how much had to go into that, not only the stock stuff in the background. I didn't realize it was Colin at first. I thought it may have been stock footage, and then I was like, God damn it! There's another talented person who's way more handsome than I am, and I just frustrated me. But from a kayfabe perspective, like he incorporated the assets he had available, and I know a lot of things behind the curtain. So this woman that he's got singing, I didn't know anything about her, but I knew she was coming. And now this being her introduction into the universe. Like, I cannot wait to see what Colin is putting together for this. Like this as a debut is incredible. And Colin Locke, the character, better watch his ass, because he may be overshadowed sooner rather than later.
I just see him, someone in the studio asking, "Hey, you mind singing? You mind saying real quick? Okay, hey, Dave." He just happened to say a couple of lines. "Oh, thanks, appreciate it, love," and keeps on with his move.
It was very funny. Yeah, and it was only a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I just linked the video to everybody in the stream, and you can do all of that in 90 seconds. You don't need a 4-minute beatdown. It's great.
Yeah. So as soon as I didn't know what to expect. As soon as I clicked, I was like, huh. And I was like, oh. So I just typed him. I was like, I typed to him. I was like, oh, welcome to Handsome Gang.
Yeah, seriously, like, what the fuck, bro? It's so stupid.
I'm proud of OCW for a number of reasons. Number one, we're creative as fuck. Number two, we're multicultural, and we check all of the different alphabet gang letters. And number three, most of us are fucking handsome. We're not these fucking troglodytes, mouth-breathing fucking fed heads. Not all of y'all. I'm not saying like, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, we don't have an army. It's not an army of mittens, basically. Like, there's a hands like
normal people with normal.
Yeah, there's a roster.
Regular lives going on.
There's a roster of handsome people in OCW. Like, it's not just one person. I thought it was just one.
Talent. So much talent.
It's handsome and talented. We're just pretty handsome. We're just pretty handsome and talented. Fuck, I feel like Floyd Mayweather right now.
And
Goddamn.
giving, for that matter.
God damn it. I'm handsome as fuck. Just fucking bald, but it's all good. You got Russ, you got me, Jake sometimes. A few bunch of people. We're just handsome as fuck. Just so pretty. So pretty. Anyway, that takes us to the CCW championship match. Fucking go ahead, Jake.
Ooh.
You excited? Go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, fucking OCW as we live and breathe it. We say comp is comp. It's basically become a meme at this point, but motherfucker, to build the match the way that they did, and I always love a good match that just goes balls to the wall, but is not like overly thirsty. And these guys there was no super rushing. They were pacing themselves well. Both were I could appreciate the strategy as well as the kayfabe, which it gave me all the feelings that I should have when I watch an OCW match. It was ideal. The only reason that I have to rank it under the main event, which we'll get to, is just because of the story around it. It didn't have quite the same amount of spice. But the match in the ring, like between bell to bell, you cannot get better than that. It was fucking awesome.
Theo.
Yeah, I'm proud of both handlers for that match. It was amazing. Like, I was hopeful that it'd be good just because I know their skills on the sticks, and they like over delivered on it. The reversals, the pace of the match, everything went like, it's gonna be something when you're like, almost a minute in, and like the reversals are gone already.
Yeah.
Like, they're just going.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
They
just
just
like,
go
yeah,
for it, man.
just
And
bang,
I appreciate
bang,
that.
bang. It was just get
No
up,
bullshit.
reset, go back at it, reset, go back at it. And when you pace like that, nobody was like just sitting back trying to dodge, save a reversal.
My
They were just going.
reversals.
It was
And I have.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Theo, but I have to before Kent gives his idea. This was the match that over in Red Zone, which is the other community I'm in, football, whatever. This was the match that people were actually tuning into, and they were like, "Holy shit! Like this is really good." I'm like, "Yeah, this was a great example to show like a different
the
community, and be
showcase.
like this is what we're all about." So I was super proud of that fact that somebody had no experience with what OCW is tuned in and was like, "Wow." He said in quote, he said, "What do I do with hoop bucks?" Also, this match was a great fucking bout. I was
What
like,
do I do with hoop
it was
bucks?
so amazing.
What do I do with hoop bucks? Kent.
This was comp match, like the comp match of the night. Probably if it wasn't, like you said, story-wise, if it wasn't for the main event story-wise, it just would have match of the night easily. Comp-wise, these guys always give it to all on the sticks, but like this was the old school, like balls to the wall, like what's the name said? No, 1 minute in, neither of them have reversals. But it wasn't like the pacing wasn't like super thirsty where they're rushing each other and that's why you're out of reversals. But it was just like methodical. I'm doing this, constant posturing, and like it was just, couldn't have wrote it better.
I think it comes from the fact that like certain people, once they become champion, they kind of understand like what's required, and some people are good with it. Some people take time to develop it, and basically the layman's term is like, like, oh hey, it's gonna, whatever's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna fight, and I don't have to fucking get crazy or thirsty or overthink it. I'll be honest, because everyone's glowering, and not glowering, but everyone's putting over the match. I went into this match thinking there's gonna be some fuck shit. Like someone's gonna like DD's gonna run in, fucking Garcia's gonna get kicked in the mouth, some bullshit, whatever. And then as the match progressed and it never happened, I was like, oh shit. And then halfway through, I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers just gonna fight. And I was like, yep, let's go. And it was fucking great. It was great pacing. They took risks, and some paid off, some didn't. It was a really good fucking match, and everyone's attire was on point, and I got nothing bad to say. That's basically the example of what comp is supposed to be. Like this is this is one of the matches you hold up and say, hey, this is what we do, and people go, oh wow, like yeah, that's exactly what we do. We fucking fight. We don't break FPR. We don't try to fucking run. We don't get nervous and run from across the ring. We just fucking fight. And fucking Tony made sure that motherfucker stood down. Like, goddamn. I thought when he cracked him, I'm like, oh, it's over. It's like, now we're going to have to finish it. I'm like, you got time for that hoot? And I was like, oh, shit. So, great fucking match. I'm curious to see who the fuck Tony fights next, because first he ran over Parker, and now he defeated L. Parker. So, I'm wondering who's going to fucking come to the stage.
L. Parker, because
he
fucking,
fought.
Jesus Christ, he fucking fought.
Yeah, fought.
That's the excitement. That's the excitement, and we got the break coming up, and I don't know if you want to announce what we're doing next weekend at the end of this pod or the end of tomorrow, but we'll get to it. But yeah, that what you just said, what I was actually going to say, Jay. You stole the words from my mouth. Who is next for Tony Everett? Because he is a fucking 5-star match machine. He has been since maybe early 2020, like since King of OCW, and man, that guy's got chemistry with everybody, it feels like. And it's the first Turmoil back is going to be must-see TV, I think.
Guy Foster. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't wait.
So now, look, see, you guys were saying it's going to be forever. It's not. It's going to be less than an hour. It's going to be about maybe 50 minutes tops. I'm awesome. So now we have I believe is the main event. Like, there's no video after this, right? Yeah. So now we have the main event, Dragana versus Empress. Oh, Lord. So the animal stuff shot. Actually, we've raised, how much have we raised so far? Drago sent me the thingy thing. We've and I wish I was better at Twitch so I could fucking show people, but I'll just say it here. We've raised as a collective unit so far. We've raised $1,334.00. So we raised about $1,300.
Wow.
So far. So because of that, we're gonna run tomorrow. We're gonna run it again tomorrow. Another donation drive, and maybe we can get to something. Maybe we can get some whatever.
That is amazing.
For the animals. So shout out to everybody who's been donating. We appreciate you. I'll say afterwards what you guys get. It's nothing fancy, but it's something. I don't know. I gotta figure it out because I'm very bad at stuff. So anyway, so this is one of the preludes to the main event. Basically, it's about the animos.
Animals.
And that's how Empress wanted to go out. She's like, "Hey, can I do this?" I don't know if it was Drago or Empress who asked, and I said, "I don't give a fuck, of course, hell yeah, whatever, you know, do what you got to do."
It was a collaborative thing.
Yeah. Somebody came. One of them asked me though, and I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." I gotta put myself over. So yeah, man, raising money for the animals. I love animals for the Humane Society. So that's basically what this is about. This is also a quote unquote dream match because Empress was going peace out, and then Drago's like, "I want to fight Baba because, you know, he's done with the game as well." They built it up with little time they had, and opening video with the kitties got me, but then Dragana came out looking good, and then the Empress video. So I guess I'll say it. I watched that video maybe 5-6 times because I always check, you know, the matches before I go commentary. I watched that fucking tribute video maybe, I don't know, 6-7 times, and every fucking time it started leaking at the end. When the sword showed up, I was like, I gotta turn that shit off. Can't do it. I'm emotional. I can't watch Disney movies. I watch Disney movies, I get emotional as well. So I guess it's a thing. We'll take it over. I'm an emotional decision maker. That's how you get me to make decisions. I watched that video, I'm like, main event. Yeah. Can't what you think. What you actually what you think about the video? We'll do the video and then the match. So what do you think about the video?
Which, the cat video or which? Well, the cat video was just
the cat video. The cat video.
The pre-match.
Yeah, the pre-match video though.
Yes, the that made me just like sad but it also made me like it was also kind of a celebration of all that she's done in like the last 3 years. She's done so much.
Yeah.
And no wonder, like, she's done an entire career's worth of stuff in the 3 years, like, you know, what most people would do in their career. So I can understand, like, I'm watching that and I'm like, and then I get Dragana, I get like, and then comp-wise, this was another top-tier comp match. Like, and the story for this, I like the story because it had a whole different kind of build to it. It had like a friendship, but like still kind of a competitive type build at the same time because they are, you know what I mean, this is what this is about. They're going out on top, like at the top event, and then the donation thing at the same time. All of it just came together and it was a great way to end night one. And then, you know, can I mention the others? Are we going to save that for after the match, or? Sure,
we can say that. We'll break it down.
Okay,
we'll just do the video.
Yeah, we'll do the video. Nate, what you think about the retrospective of Empress?
Oh, it got me a little misty. I was like, whoa.
A little tiny bit.
A little misty. I was like, you know, a little tear. Get back up in there.
Not something to tear.
Right now, but it really made you like appreciate, like, wow, Em's done a lot in a short amount of time. And like Kent said, that was like, oh, that was a long ass career in like 3 years. Like, so it was great. I loved it.
It's when you compartmentalize, like I think the problem is people don't take stock of what they do, so they can't keep track. But Empress made sure to keep fucking track. There was shit in there that I remember most of it, and then some stuff I like, oh shit, like certain attires, certain things, like wow, like this. She left out a bunch of shit too. She left out a lot of shit, which is fucking crazy in her career to fit it in. I'm trying to think of what she left out, but it's not coming to me. I know there was some stuff in between when she was feuding with Ash, which I'm pretty sure she left out. Jake, your thoughts on the video tribute?
Ooh, well, I mean, it's just we had this conversation, Tibby and I, and like the rest of Gym Pop in the Discord a couple of days ago about long-term storytelling and like the rewarding the viewer for paying attention. And this was just that. It's just like, because she joined probably a year after I did, so I've been following her from very start to very finish, and she has been on 100 since the day she got here. And like, because I spend so much time editing and creating and trying to do as much as I can, and see, you call it an arms race all the time, Jay. So when she does something, I'll do something and whatever. I have always thought that her stuff is better. I just do it more frequently. So it's because the quality takes time, and she's done it from the start. And to see everything presented in front of you that you've enjoyed, and it really is the reward for watching, the reward for paying attention, because you can point every single thing out there and go, wow, yeah, I remember that. Wow, that was great. Yeah, like when all it took was like just that one of at the very beginning, she had a clip of her walking down Road to Glory 2019 when she was fucking brand new and she was feuding in Lollipop Chainsaw. and with Blaine and Valkyrie and whatnot, and Belle, and like there was so many, like a rush of memories and stuff that came back, and it has not been a super long time, especially relative to people like Nate or Tibby, and the fact that she has the endorsement of people from all eras, the fact that she's had that ambition constantly. This shit's a lot of work, and it does not give any tangible reward. All the reward that you get from it is internal, and it's valuable and it's worth it, but none of it's tangible. Like, we're not getting anything from this from a monetary perspective, from a prize perspective, you know. And the fact that she went hell for leather from start to finish, and I was all just reminded of that in one big, excellent video package. It definitely, I called her a bitch for putting it at right before the match itself, because it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me to get back into I was like, oh God, I got to go back into professional mode, and I did the best I could, but it was fucking phenomenal. It was good stuff. I'm gonna miss her. She already left the Discord, so if you have the opportunity to have a candid conversation with her in private or whatever, she's a great person, so reach out.
Yes. Oh, when did she? Oh, she left. Yeah, just now. God damn it. Did she say goodbye?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
She did. She wished everybody well, and like I get it, because I've thought about this moment. Like, you can't stay in here because you're gonna come back. That's just how OCW is. You can't. You're either gone or you're staying in the Discord and you're gonna come back. And for her to separate herself, just like Dan could not stay in the Discord or he was gonna come back. It's just too much.
It's like fucking. It's like
I'm not going. I'm not anywhere. You see, I mean, so I'm much on the Dan show. I'm not I haven't left.
Yeah, you can. You're going to be attached to it.
Different, you know what I mean? I haven't left. I can't.
It's hard, and I'm sure it's hard for her too. Like, I'm sure she's thought about it for a while, and I thought I was going to be the one, for shoot, because I'm Tara. We had this conversation. We had a candid talk, and I'm like, okay, this is it. Like, it's going to happen in consequence, whatever. And comp is comp. She is so committed to the premise of OCW. She was not willing to throw that match to get the moment that we planned. So she pivoted, which is it's so OCW. The fact that I expected to win and she just beat me anyway. And she said, all right, we'll extend it. We'll make it happen. And then she had like Kent said, a brilliant comp match to send it away, which we'll get to. Man, perfect.
So loved it. Fucking, I'm glad you talked, because when I went to, I was like, I ain't happening. So I managed to get out what I got, because I'm an emotional motherfucker. So I was really, cause she's really fucking good. So I stopped myself. If you listen back, you might catch it. But I think I'm professional enough to block it away. I don't know. It's just the emotions that people bring out for their work and their being around and da. So moving on to the actual match itself, fucking, to quote Jake, hell for leather. Another one where we can say, hey, this is what, PvP is. Just going, for some stupid reason, I always have it in my head that Empress like, oh, his delegates flat. Nope. This bitch is crazy. It was a fucking great match. It was fucking just ham bones and ham hocks left and right. It was very almost Haas-like at points. Fucking, there was just suplexes and slams and spine busters and all kinds of crazy shit. And fucking, I dug it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it wholeheartedly. And supposedly in the wrestling business, when it's time to go, you leave, you go out on your sword. Which brings back to the thing with the sword in the video, but you go out on your sword. So Empress went out on her sword, and Dragana got the W. So, Nate, what you think about the match?
The match was great. And I'm glad you mentioned how you usually feel about Imp, because I was gonna say, watching the match, I was thinking I'm like, Imp can just go. So you always think Imp, you have to worry about Imp, but Imp just plays.
Yep.
Jake dealt with it. I dealt with it. Imp just goes and goes hard, and you got to keep up.
And you can say, Nate, we didn't give her that match. If there's any doubt that we gave her that match for the moment, no.
Well, you guys don't give anything. You guys are
people want to. No, that's not OCW, and that's why we appreciate it. I know Nate doesn't. So that's never the case. We tried to whoop her ass, and she got us both times.
Mm-hmm. And this match was the same thing, and it was and then I think it was Rust or somebody was like, it's great to see Drago still has it. Drago always has it in every video game known to man. It was
Get
just
the fuck out of here.
par from the course.
That's amazing.
Dragana kicking out of the finisher, and that little sequence, I was like, yeah, expected it. And then there was a tiny moment where I was like, Im's about to walk out this with the dub, and then Dragana was like, "Nope, I am who I am," and did her thing.
Jake.
Great.
Yeah, it was a double-edged sword for me because I already obviously talked about Im's perspective in this whole thing, but I said it in the viewing party. Like when I first joined OCW, Dragana was the women's champion, and she was instantly my favorite thing on all the shows. Like her character dynamic, where she never talks. She has Johnny Law do all her talking for her. That's why she's the silent queen, Regina Tassett, as Tara calls her. She doesn't say anything, and I love that character aspect. And she's just such a dominant, like just larger than life. She doesn't have like a big fancy like attires like Empress or like multi-layered stuff on her aesthetics, but she's just a larger than life competitor, and the fact she's a Caesar and you have all that lore. I've always been the biggest Dragana mark on the planet. So if you go back and watch that consequence match at the very end, that's all legitimate. Like none of that is, I didn't watch the match beforehand. Jay does to make sure there's no technical issues, but when we get in the booth, I don't. So when she popped it, when I heard the shh on the consequence match, like that all alone almost made me cream my jeans. So it was incredible.
So let me ask you something real quick.
I had two sides of emotion there.
I have a quick question, Jake, as the resident lore master. What was it that she said the one time that she spoke? I think she was like sad. I think she hugged. Was it Johnny Law or Drago that she hugged and she said something? Which what was that? What did she say?
I don't remember the exact words, but she hugged Johnny Law and she said something, and that was like the big going away. That's why I thought it was over.
I fucking leaped a little bit when I read it.
So and a bunch of people did pick up on it. Like I know that we're in a new era now, so a lot of people don't know Dragana. But when she said it, she said, "Thank you, I love you," and it seemed like brief. So like if you're watching, you're like, "Oh, that's it." But yeah, that's it. Like Dragana doesn't say stuff. So when it happens, it's like, okay, this is
first
a
time
big
I've
thing.
ever heard her talk.
She's only talked twice. That one and the one that
twice.
Twice or three
since
times.
I've been here. I don't know since before late 2017, early 2018, but that part I was like, okay, this is a real thing. And then she was celebrating, and that is a perfect segue into what happens next, because I thought we were getting a real deal last Dragana run, and I was gonna be able to have fun into March 22 when we get 2K22, and that is when the French cunt herself ruined my
Smart night. Mark Jamie. Oh, I can't wait to fucking blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so essentially my issue, it's not really my issue, but I was made pretty aware that neither wanted, they're done. So I'm like, all right, well, we got the match. First, I didn't want to have the match for the title. I was like, we're not doing that. We're not fucking vacating. No. So basically, we revised the future investment rules slightly, nothing crazy. And I told Russ, I'm like, whoever wins, you're going to cash in. And I hope, please God, fucking win. And then he's like, oh, but I don't want to. I was like, you don't have to do a whole thing, but just if you win, do what. Shut up, Russ. Don't fucking look. See, gotta fucking always gotta sit there and disagree. Gotta sit there and fucking be. It was my idea.
French for a reason,
of course.
Man.
Fuck, I hate the French. So long story short, Russ cashed in.
Don't take that away from him.
I'll look at the chat logs. Maybe he's right, but I don't believe him. So what you call it? Yeah. So Rusty cashed in. And the heights of the fucking century. And again, like wrestling, you go out on your back. So both came in, both went out on their back. That part, I am fine. So take it, Kent. What you think?
French summer.
Oh.
It was like from a shoot perspective. I know you hate this, Jay, but in this instance, I hate this to be one of the boys in the back, but to see my guy Rust just excelling on all levels, and not just because he's like jumping at the bit to do so, but he is, they made a lot of storyline sense for him to be Mark Reese's partner. And B, he called his shot at Summerside and then had the promo where he's like, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to be, I'm going to let Dragana and Imp have their moment.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yep, then come in and boom.
Just kidding, motherfucker. I'm the women's champ.
Nah.
It was such a good moment. And now I'm
and it's also, they went out strengthening the women's division. Like,
yes.
Like that's like, and you're like, they just strength, like, that's how you go out, like you say, on your sword. So, thank you, Drago. Thank you, Imp.
The French Swiss
Thank
is
you,
the most
everybody.
devastating move in OCW.
The heel move.
Somehow.
Heel move.
Roll Up
was
Queen,
great.
the revival of the Roll Up Queen.
And Kent, guess who the new champ is fighting at Ladies Night?
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No.
Speaking of Nate, what'd you think about?
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah,
think
you wanna
about the
talk about
ending?
Oh, I thought it was great. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm like, okay, like what's Drag On gonna do? Are we just gonna get a vacant championship? Or like what's gonna happen? And then, oh, there goes French Lady Rusty coming in. And I'm like,
Zoe.
and I'm just like, all right, you started the show with the tag championship.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
And I'm like, okay.
I'm glad you brought that up. So
Then we got,
go ahead, Nate.
nah, you're all good. Jeff.
Okay,
Go for
so I think I had the discussion with Jake or whatever, but I think it's safe to say that Russ is. Maybe I had the conversation with Russ. I don't fucking know, but he is so far the most successful handler, like at any given time. So he's the tag champion, he's the Pride champion, and he's the women's champion.
Yeah, he's just missing one thing. That thing I whooped his fucking ass for earlier this year.
No, but
Look what happens when you work when you team up with me. Look what happens.
But prior to that,
Damn, everyone's taking
You didn't give me that
bro.
rub. I gave you my rub, motherfucker. Get sit down. God damn it, Nate. I'm leaving. I'm done with this.
Wasn't there one point where Russ was the heavyweight champion and the women's champion at the same time also?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Briefly,
Yep.
brief.
Yeah.
It was very
Yep.
brief because he won it and then he lost it in the same show. So like it was very brief. But
God bless that
did.
baguette chain smoking French fuck for not having a mouth on him because certain people he really is a handler with fucking three
But
straps.
yeah, we have a lot of those. We've had a lot of those through our time.
I just for some reason I noticed it with him.
man.
He's kind of like reverso Harvey, where he's successful in multiple avenues, whereas Harvey's only successful at walking in the shit. So good for him.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant they're both successful, but I fucking hate one of them and I love the other.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's like Theo's like I was like that. I had the tag and the world at the same time.
That's fucking
Tag world and international actually.
That's fucking wacky. And then what else? The quick thing about stupid Russ. Oh, so like if he wins tomorrow, then he's the queen of the summer, the king of the summer, the Pride champion, the women's champion, and the tag
To
champion.
me, he's already
This
he's
is
already, it's already a French
disgusting.
summer.
There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here like for fucking Russ to have that many accolades. Like
Why you holding people down, Russ?
I did something wrong. I don't know where I went
No,
wrong.
no.
but I
Well,
did
that's why I
something
like to
wrong.
focus more on kayfabe. That's why I wanted to put the emphasis that Isu didn't just walk into that match. Like it made so much sense. Because and I'm gonna fucking spill the beans here. Jamie said that maybe the man called Jupiter should be his partner, and I was thinking like maybe now that he's Matthias Duploy, like because both of them do moves in their moveset that calls back to that initial feud when they both were rookies, and I'm like you know what, that doesn't it doesn't really jive super well. But Isu made so much sense with the turn of Rex and everything, and then obviously Zoe, she earned future investment. It's not just handed to Rusty. He does
Nothing gets handed
everything,
to you here.
and
Are you
he
sure?
works
No
so
handouts,
fucking
You
hard.
sure?
He
no
works
handouts,
so
Bubba.
fucking hard.
Only at
He
resolution.
works so
No
hard.
handouts, Bubba.
You sure?
He
Only at
works
resolution.
Listen, he works so hard to be in my shadow, and he deserves everything he gets.
So like that is so.
The unsung who.
Stop talking bad about my boy.
Oh my god.
Man, you about to beat him up and take his little half summer. What are you talking about?
What did I tell you before? I elevate everyone. I work
You
with-
ain't lying though. Look at him. He's out of control.
I mean,
Yeah.
so technically DDE is 0 for this pay-per-view. They're not fighting tomorrow. Right? There's
Correct.
nothing tomorrow? No, right?
No,
There's
no.
not,
All
okay.
three of them fought tonight.
Yeah, so there's 0. And right now, Dominion is 1, I guess. But technically, they're gonna be 2 and 2 because whoever wins between Rust and Nate is still Dominion. So fucking, that's a cheat. So yeah, I don't know why I felt like bringing that up. I
Yeah,
just
they'll
wanted
be
to
2
call
and
it.
1 no matter what.
Yeah, no matter irregardless.
But
Not like
they're gonna break
DDE.
up. So
DDE and Dominion are like on the same level.
I mean, no, I was just being a dick. I'm trying to think of other groups. Are there other
you're
groups?
right.
No.
We wouldn't turn on each other.
Oh no, there is
Wolves
Spider.
of
And,
Vanguard.
Yeah.
Wolves
Oh
of
no.
Vanguard.
Yeah. The Wolves of Vanguard. So Derek. Yeah. So it's basically So tomorrow we'll see between where we stack up because we got Wolves of Vanguard. So tomorrow they have 2 matches tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
They do.
Oh, Wrestle Club.
We
is
have the
fucked.
cage match, the international championship. We have tomorrow. We have Derek in the triple threat match, and then Iceman. So all 3 of them are fighting tomorrow night.
All right. So Wrestle Club is 0-1. DDE is 0-2.
Correct.
Dominion is 1, and I guess
They're going to be 2-1 no matter what
2-1,
happens
yeah,
here.
yeah, technically. And then fucking right now, Wolves is 1-0. Well, out of 3, we gotta wait to see what's up. So
Gang wars.
so we gotta see where Wolves.
I wish we can get a War Games. That would be excellent.
That would be
That'd
fucking-
that'd
be
be
fucking
so
fun.
cool.
So,
Maybe
but
next
we're
year.
about to wrap up. It's been close.
An hour.
Jay, briefly. Yeah, we got about an hour, which was fun. Do you want to briefly talk about Ladies' Night? Because I know we're going to talk about what's to come during the break tomorrow night.
Sure. What am I talking about?
Ladies' Night. We got Ladies' Night round 4. I know we kind of like half-ass announced it in the show
that's
discussion
true.
thread when I was talking to you in VP. So if you want to give like a more of official thing.
Sure. Ladies' Night is 6 matches. It is going to be. It's 6 matches, right? No, I think
It
it's
is.
Yeah,
No, it
six.
is. It
It's
is.
6
Yep.
matches. September 10th. The arena's already out. I guess I can do an official card maybe tomorrow. Actually, fuck that. I'm done working. Maybe over the week during the break week, I'll do the official card. But I'll post the graphics so you know the matches and the match order. And I guess the main event is for the women's title. Law.
No.
Whoa.
No.
I didn't know about that. Is this a live announcement? I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
No, he's not getting anywhere near that. No.
Hey, man.
He's not getting another ring in his gauntlet. No.
Sorry.
So what I wanted to mention though is that the 6 matches we have, and I'll just quickly run them off: Joanna Silver suplex, Val Voorhees, Ashley Blaine, Evelyn Parker, Morgan Blackheart, Mina Vandenhoff, Heather Angelo, Tara DeTuris, Lotus Flojo, La Mujera, Holly Hunter. All 6 of those, and if you compare this to Ladies' Night round 3, there was, I think, 2 that had storyline implications. All 6 of these are pay-per-view matches that we tried to put on Summerside and did not have room. We were going to scrap a combination of men's and women's matches, and I don't even remember. I'm not even going to try and guess who brought up Ladies' Night, but somebody brought up Ladies' Night in the staff chat, and we were able to bring all of these amazing matches and make a separate pay-per-view strictly for these storyline matches. So make sure you continue to read the web show for night 1. Jay, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be up tonight because there's a lot of stuff going down, and Ladies' Night round 4 is not a gimmicky bullshit thing. Like, it's a real deal pay-per-view that will be canon. It's going to be a lot of fun.
No, it's a pay-per-view, but
It is. But there's
gonna be
To me,
one
it
match with
To
commentary,
me.
so it's not a pay-per-view.
I mean, if you're gonna make it to time, if you're gonna make that a title
that's
match,
fine,
you
but
can't
it's
show-
not. But it's not an OCW live where it's just like for fun. Like, this
Sure.
is a thing. This is a show. This is our first show back.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like a Turmoil or a Riot, whatever. You should be there.
Okay, yeah, no, sure. All right, I thought you were like, oh, it's a pay-per-view. All right, if it's a pay-per-view, then motherfucker, you gotta go back.
No,
to the
no,
booth.
but it's an exclusive event. The only reason we're not going in the booth is because my brain might leak through my anus.
Oh, your brain.
Our brain, I should say. Yeah, you go through a lot more than I do, and I'm ready to kill myself. So
Yeah. it's been rough.
Thank you to you.
It's been fucking rough, dude. Looking really forward to that fucking break. So I gotta work a little bit tonight, and then tomorrow for show 2. Wow, I can't even think for night 2. It's pretty it's just as good as night 1, so that's entertaining or good or whatever. And I think it's the same amount of time. I think it's about 2 and change. So we'll probably do a very short show again. And I think that's it. So we'll wrap it up and take questions real quick. So if you have any questions, you can ask them now, and then we can fuck off. So ask questions. But he wants you to know about the inside lore. You missed the thing I said at one point about the phrase against Asher in the RP promo 2 weeks ago. Yeah, wow, that hurt my voice. Fuck. Anybody have any questions before we go? Because I got mad work to do. As a matter of fact, while we're here, animals. Help the animals.
Link it again.
Yeah, I linked it again for the animals. But yeah, man, fucking really. Oh god, why am I getting PMs, DMs, DMX? Da 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 da. What do you want? Oh, so but you gotta send that. You send that to Drago, B. He's doing the calculations. Parker, L. Parker, Jordan, Brian, whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah, Drago's doing all the calculation. He just sent me
L. Brian.
Oh, Brian, I can't. Yo, I legit can't think, and my new glasses hurt my eyes, so I'm all fucked up for this pay-per-view. I'm just in a fucking coma. I guess there's no fucking questions.
No,
so,
if they got questions, they can ask tomorrow.
yeah,
Fuck them.
Yeah. So thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. This will be up tonight, I guess, because my work never stops. And the web show will be up in about maybe 5-10 minutes. And in addition to that, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we can start. I can start a little bit earlier and nothing doesn't explode. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much. Say good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
The N-word.
Later.